Hello everyone, welcome to Simplilearn. Before we get started, I hope the screen is clearly visible and the audio is fine. If yes, please type yes. If there is any issues, do let us know in the chat section so that we can resolve. Hi, Amin. The code, you have to go to the www.minty.com. Here you will find the code in the top 7995072. We'll wait for a few people to join. Good evening. Hello everyone, welcome to Simplilearn. Before we get started, I hope the screen is clearly visible and the audio is fine. I need some comments. Please type yes if it's fine. Okay, I think everything is fine. Hello everyone and welcome to the quiz today on web development. We would request you to bear with us as we wait a few minutes for people to join the stream. Feel free to introduce yourself in the comment section while we wait. To take part in the quiz, it's highly recommended to use your mobile phone to visit the website www.minty.com and use the code 7995072. The code is visible on the screen as well. I repeat that to take the part in the quiz, it is highly recommended to use your mobile phone. Please visit www.minty.com and use the code 7995072. You can also use a different tab or your browser to take part in this quiz, but our live streaming will be broadcasting the results as soon as the participant gives the answer, so it's beneficial to have both screens visible at the same time. Once you open the link and input the code, which is 7995072, wait for the quiz to start and be ready to answer the questions. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. So think fast and click fast. So there is enough member here. Before we get started with our quiz, let's take a look at the basics of web development with a small introduction. What is web development? Web development is a branch of computer science that deals with creating and maintaining a website or a web application. Every website we come across is designed with a mix of certain methodologies. A website is generally divided into three parts: front-end, back-end, and a database. So who does all these tasks of creating and maintaining a website? A web developer is the person who is responsible for all the stuff that goes around the website. A web developer not only creates the website but also makes sure that the website should not face any issues right after the development. Moving ahead, let's discuss the different types of website. So web development is basically divided into three parts: front-end web development, back-end web development, and full-stack web development. Let's start with the front-end web development. Front-end web development is the branch of web development that consists of user experience in order to ensure that the data is presented understandably and entire covering the code created by backend developers into a graphical interface. Without front-end development, you would see the incomprehensive codes on the website or a web application. But thanks to web developers, non-programmers can easily use and comprehend website and web applications. When you visit Google Apps, Canvas, Facebook and other websites, everything you see is a result of combination between web front-end web development and back-end development. You can check out our YouTube videos and learn about these technologies. For that, you can go to the SkillUp website. The link is presented over here also and in the description box as well. Find yourself a course and enroll as soon as possible. Now, let's move to the backend development. Backend development is the term used to describe tasks carried out while executing programs on the web. Instead of front-end development, which focuses on customer-facing services and programs, web development handles server-side web development functionalities, integration as well as activities like designing APIs, creating libraries, and working with system components. Focusing on website architecture, scripting, and building code that communicates between the website database and the user browser is a part of backend developer's job description. The basics of web page is a programming language. Being a backend developer requires knowledge of a programming language and associated frameworks, which is not as easy to achieve. Although many programming languages are available, but only few are frequently advised for backend development. Like JavaScript and Node.js, among most difficult programming languages, JavaScript allows you to explore many ideas and explore and create truly amazing websites. It is applied in the creation of dynamic and interactive websites. Node.js is a JavaScript framework created with a real-time pushback architecture and a single-threaded model used for backend API services in mind. JavaScript may be used to execute on the server with Node.js. To get data from a database, a backend developer writes code that does the relational mapping. Among the most popular DBMS are MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, and Oracle Database. You must be quite familiar with how they operate. Moving ahead, let's discuss full stack development. Full stack development are individuals creatable for developing both the front and back end of a web development. Full stack technology refers to the total depth of computer system application. The front end of a website consists of all the functions visible to the client. The full stack developer is involved in the entries development process of an application. He creates both front end and back end of a program, while ensuring it has all the necessary functionalities. There is no special technology related to full stack development. A full stack development should know about each and every technology we come across in a front end and back end development. There is no shortcut for this. You should know technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, followed by any framework, and backend technologies like Node.js, PHP, and many more. Additionally, a full stack web developer should know databases, APIs, and almost everything. You can apply for full stack development for beginners course for free. Click on the link in the description box below and search for a full stack developer for beginners and enroll yourself today. Or you can go through our YouTube channel as well to find the latest technological videos related to full stack development. So these are basic fundamentals of web development that you need to keep in mind before we get started. Let's wait for a few players to join. So we can start our quiz. Just a reminder, to join the quiz, please visit the website www.minty.com and use the code 7995072 to participate. Like I mentioned before, do try to join the quiz using your mobile phone to keep your eyes on the result of the quiz as it progresses on the live stream. This will help you to stay in touch with the standings, since the top 3 winners will receive Amazon vouchers. Faster answer equal higher points, so fire away so soon as well you get the hunch. Let's wait for a few minutes to people to join. I think we have, let's wait for a few minutes. People are joining still. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes and then we're good to go. Again, I'm telling you, that's all we need to know. So you can start our quiz. Just a reminder to join the quiz. Please visit www.minty.com and use the code 7995072 to participate. Let's wait for a few people to join. Hi Sumiksha. It seems we have enough people now to take part in the quiz. So let's get started with the first question. What is HTML? The option first is HTML describes the structure of a website. The second option is HTML is the standard markup language mainly used to create web pages. The third option is HTML consists of a set of elements that helps the browser to view content. And the last option is all of the mentioned above. What is HTML? You have 5 more seconds to answer this question. And the times is up. Many of them, I don't know why, have got the wrong answer. The correct option is all of the mentioned above. HTML is the standard markup language mainly used to create web pages. HTML describes the structure and layout of a web page. It consists of series of elements that help the browser how to display content easily. Let's go to the scoreboard. Prachi Agarwal has answered the fastest among Umar and Ginny in the second and third number. Let's go to the second question. Which of the following is used to transmit information on the World Wide Web? The options are HPPT, HTTP and HTTP, and the last one is HTTP. Which of the following is used to transmit information on World Wide Web? You have 15 more seconds to go. Don't answer in the comment section on the video. You can come into the www.minty.com and the code is visible on the top. And most of them have answered correctly because it is a easy question. HTTP is used to transmit information on the World Wide Web. Let's go on the scoreboard. And on the leaderboard, let's see who have answered fastest. Anmol have answered it fastest. Among Prachi Agarwal has on the top. Let's go to the third question for this. Identify the container among the following. Which is the container? If you answer this question, before think, what is container? Body, select, input, or both body and select? You have 20 more seconds. Think. Identify the containers. Which of the following is the container among these options? You have 5 more seconds to join. Don't answer in the comment section and the time is up. Most of them have gone wrong. It's both body and select. Let's go to the scoreboard. Komal Sharma, please join the quiz on www.menti.com and the code is visible on the top of this video. You can join the quiz and get Amazon vouchers. So the Guinea is on the top and we have new player flop artist and the third one is Hey Bro. Let's move on to the third question. And the fourth question is, which of the following is not a difference between HTML and XHTML? And the options are, char set in both HTML and XHTML is text HTML. The second option is, tags and attributes are case insensitive in HTML but not in XHTML. And the third option is, special characters must be escaped using character entities in XHTML unlike HTML. You have 5 more seconds to go. Which of the following is not? Remember. And the time is up. Let's see. 12 people have corrected the answer and the 13 have gone wrong. The correct option is char set in both HTML and XHTML, text HTML. HTML is case sensitive while XHTML is case insensitive. In XHTML, special characters can be escaped using characters entities but not in HTML. Char set in HTML is text HTML whereas it is application XML plus XHTML for XHTML. Let's go to the scoreboard. You can still join the quiz. Flop artists have correct this answer fastest. In the top it's Guinea and second flop artist and Hey Bro. Let's move on to the fifth question for this. Which element is used for or styling HTML5 layout? Read the question carefully. Which element is used for or styling HTML5 layout? And the options are CSS, jQuery, JavaScript or PHP. You have 15 more seconds to answer. It's a very simple question. Which element is used for or styling HTML5 layout? 5 more seconds to go. And most of them have give the answer correct. It's CSS. For styling HTML5, CSS, that is cascading style sheet, is used. It is style sheet language and designed to describe the presentation of its content, including layouts, color and fonts. CSS can control the layout of multiple web pages. Let's go to the leaderboard and see who have gone up. And the fastest answer is given by Enroll. Let's move on to the sixth question. Which of the following HTML element is used for canvas graphics? This is also a very easy question for you. Which of the following HTML element is used for canvas graphics? CSS, Paint, Canvas or Graphic? You have 15 more seconds to go. Please don't answer in the comment section. And the time is up. Most of you have given the right answer. It is canvas. CSS. Let's move on to the next question. The fastest answer was given by Enroll, and on the leaderboard, first one is Guinea, Flop Artist, and then Hey Bro. You can still win the Amazon vouchers. Just click fast and get the prizes. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following element is not associated with a class attribute? The options are row, thread, column cell, or rows. Which of the following elements is not associated with a class attribute? Read the question carefully and then answer it. You have 10 more seconds to go. And the time is up. Most of you have answered it correctly. It is thread. Column, cell, rows and rows are the container elements. They have a class attributes. With the help of this, we can apply special styling. Table elements is also in control style classes. Text align and variable align are the style attributes that align the content of the table. Let's move on to the next question. In the leaderboard, Prachi have given the answer correctly in the fastest. Prachi can win. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following has introduced text, list, box, margin, border, color, and background properties? First option is HTML, second one is PHP, third one is CSS, and the fourth one is Ajax. Which of the following has introduced text, list, box, margin, border, color, and background properties? You have 5 more seconds to go. Most of you have given the correct answer. It's CSS. CSS is a style sheet language that stands for class getting style sheet. CSS has introduced text, list, box, margin, border, color, and background properties. Let's move on to the leaderboard and see who are coming up. Prachi has again given the answer. Guinea, Flop Artist, and Hey Bro are on the top 3. Please guys, give answers and get Amazon vouchers. The top 3 players will get 500 rupees Amazon vouchers. Let's move on to the next question. What will be the output of the following CSS code sniped? First option is nothing happens, an error occurs, heading becomes dark green, or heading becomes green. It is a very simple question. You have 10 more seconds to go. What will be the output of the following CSS code snippet? And the time is up. Let's see. 12 people have given the answer correct. Let's the output of the above code snippet won't happen as the declaration syntax is wrong. The code declaration is h1 color green, which will yield an output in case we don't write a value in double quotes. So let's move on to the leaderboard. Khushi has given the answer fastest. I think web development is very easy. That's why more people are giving correct answer. But don't worry, you can also come in the top 3. Just remember, answer quickly, you will get more points for that. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is not the property of CSS model box model? The options are margin, color, width or height. Which of the following is not the property of CSS box model? The options are margin, color, width or height. You have 10 more seconds to go. And the time is up. The color is the property in the question. CSS box model includes height, width, padding, margin and border. All text fields have complete support for every property related to CSS box model. Browser relies on system default systems will display these widths. Let's move on to the leaderboard and see the positioning. Enroll has again answered the question fastest among others. Let's move on to the next question. What will be the output of the following CSS code snippet? The options are: all span elements will have a green thick border and a red outline. The second option is: all span elements will have a red border and a green dotted outline. And the third option is: all snap element will have an outer green dotted border and an inner red border. And the last option is: all snap elements will have an outer red border and inner green dotted border. And the time is up. Let's see. 13 people only have given the correct answer. The correct answer is the C option. The border property creates the inner border while the outer line sets the outer border. So let's move on to the leaderboard. Let's see who are on the top. Again the same names. Please guys, the fastest you answer, the more points you will get. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following CSS 3 properties can be used to allow the line breaks within words? The first option is line break. The second one is line drag. Third one is word drag. And the last one is word break. You have 15 more seconds to answer this question. The question is, which of the following CSS 3 properties can be used to allow line breaks within words? The options are line break, line wrap, or word wrap, or the word break. And the time is up. The correct option is word break. Word break property can be used to allow line breaks within the words. So let's see this leaderboard. I can see new names on the last. You can still back up with them. Let's go on to the next question. The third question is, the difference between JavaScript and Java is, the first question option is, there is no difference. The second option is, functions are considered as fields, and the third option is, variables are specific, and the last option is, functions are values and there is no hard distinction between methods and fields. The basic difference between JavaScript and Java is, 3 more seconds to answer, and the time is up. Most of you have given the correct answer. Functions are values that are hard distinction between methods and fields. The basic difference between JavaScript and Java is that the functions are values and there is no hard distinction between methods and fields. Let's move on to the leaderboard. I hope I'll find new names on the top. Khushi has given the correct answer in the shortest time. Let's move on to the next option. Question 14. The kinds of class members are, the options are instance method, instance field, static method or dynamic method. The second option is field instance, instance method, class fields, class methods. C option is instance field, non-instance field, dynamic method or global methods. And the last option is global method, local methods, dynamic method or static methods. The kinds of class members are, arrange it, and the time is up. 16 people have given the correct answer. The 4 kinds of class members are instance field, instance method, class field and class methods. Let's move on to the leaderboard and see the positioning. The fastest you get the answer, the more points you will get. Guinea on the top, second one is flop artist, hey bro, and the Khushi and Prachi are close to the 3 members. They can easily buck up. Moving on to the next question. The question number 15. Object whose properties are inherited by the instance of a class and properties whose values are functions behaving like instance method of class. You have 20 more seconds to answer this question. The options are instance object, the second option is constructor object, third option is destructor object, and the last option is prototype object. 10 more seconds to answer this. Instance object, constructor object, destructor object or prototyping object. And the time is up. The correct option is D. The properties of the prototype object are inherited by all instances of the class, and the properties whose values are functions behaving like instance method of the class. So let's move on to the leaderboard. I think most of the people know web development, that's why their name is coming on the top. but don't worry, you can still win this. Let's move on to the next question. The faster you will answer, the more points you will get. So give the answer fastest to get more points. Let's move on to the next question. The scope of a function is called, the first option is the function scope, the second option is module function, the third option is modulate function, and the last option is private function. The scope of a function is also called as, the options are function scope, module function, modulate function, and the last option is private function. You have 5 more seconds to answer this. And the time is up. Okay, most of you have given the right answer. It's module function. The scope of a function can be used as a private namespace for a module. Therefore, the scope of a function is called a module function. Let's go on to the scoreboard. And the same names on the top, but Khushi, Prachi and Anmol can come up in any time. Just give your best, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Answer fast to get more points. The method that can be used to create new properties and also to modify the attributes of the existing properties is, the options are object.defineProperty function, object.defineProperty function, both object-defined property and object-defined properties. Give the option correct. You have 10 more seconds to answer. And the time is up. Most of you have given the answer correct. The option is both object-defined property and object-defined properties function. When used to define new properties, any attribute you omit default to false. Therefore, both object.defineProperty function and object.defineProperty function can be used to create and modify the attributes. Let's move on to the next question. In the leaderboard, and the Khushi came to the third position. Let's see the next question now. The main differences between the variables declared with var and with let is, the option is var is confined to the particular function but let is not. Let is confined to a particular function but var is not. The C option is var defines value based on conditions but let does not. And the last option is none of the above. You have 5 more seconds to answer. The main differences between the variable declared with var and with let is, the time is up. 11 people have given the answer correct. Variable declared with var are defined throughout the enclosing function. Variable declared with let are defined only within the closest enclosing blocks and any blocks nested within it, of course. Let's move on to the leaderboard. Let's see who have given the correct answers. Hey bro have given the answer fastest. Let's move on to the next question. What will be the output of the following JavaScript program? Look at this code carefully and give that answer. The options are compilation error, runtime error, yes or no. What will be the output of the following JavaScript program? The faster you answer, the more points you will get. Three more seconds to answer. And the time is up. The correct answer is yes. In JavaScript, question mark is called the ternary operator, which is used for closing one choice from the given two choices. It is used instead of if-else statement and makes the code shorter. So let's move on to the leaderboard and see who have given the correct answers. In Khushi and Guinea, it's 1 point only. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What will be the following JavaScript code snippet? What happens in the following JavaScript code snippet? The options are an execution throughout, the value of JavaScript are logged or stored in a particular location or storage. The value of JavaScript for 0 to 9 is displayed in the console and error occurs in the displayed. You have 5 more seconds to answer. Read the code correctly and the time is up. Most of you have given the correct answer. The value of JS from 0 to 9 is displayed in the console. In JavaScript, console.log is the predefined function that accepts the value as an argument. At the time of code execution, console.log prints this value in the argument into the console. Let's move on to the next question. Before that, let's look at the leaderboard and see the positioning. Let's move on to the next question again. What does REPL stand for? The options are REPL stands for read-able print loop, REPL stands for research-able program learn, or the third option is read earn point learn, or is it read-able point loop? You have 10 more seconds to answer. What does REPL stands for? It's very easy question, guys. And the time is up. Let's see the answer. And most of you have given the correct answer. A is the correct option. REPL stands for read-able print loop. Let's move on to the leaderboard. And on the top, it's Flop Artist, Hey Bro and Guinea. But it's a very close. You can still win it. Let's move on to the next question. Always fast answer to get more points. In which language Node.js is written? It's a very easy question, guys. Read the options carefully. First one is JavaScript, or is it C, or is it C++, or CoffeeScript, or all of the above. You have 15 more seconds to answer. In which language is Node.js written? You have, and the time is up. The correct option is E, all of the above. Node.js is a cross-platform backend JavaScript runtime environment written in JavaScript, C, C++, and CoffeeScript language. So most of you have given the wrong answer. So let's see who have gone up. And on the scoreboard, Flop Artist and Hey Bro have given the answer fastest. Let's move on to the next question. What is callback? The options are: the callback is a technique in which a method calls back the caller method. Second option is: the callback is a asynchronous evaluation for the function. And the third option is both of the above, or the D option is none of the above. What is callback? Is it the callback is a technique in which a method calls back the caller method, or is it the caller back is a asynchronous equivalent for a function? And the time is up. Oh, most of you have given the answer wrong. The right answer is the callback is an asynchronous equivalent for a function. Let's go to the scoreboard. I hope I will see the new names and the same names. You can still win, guys. Let's go to the next question again. Which of the following types of application can be built using Node.js? The options are web application, chat application, RESTful services, and the last option is all of the above. I repeat, which of the following types of applications can be built using Node.js? You have 15 more seconds to answer. The options are web application, chat application, RESTful services, and the last one is all of the above. And the time is up. Most of you have given the right answer, all of the above. Application can be built by using Node.js. Let's move on to the scoreboard. You can still win, guys. Few more questions are left. Give answer fastest. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Which of the following is not a benefit of using modules in Express? Which of the following types of application benefits of using modules in Express? It provides a means of dividing up tasks, or is it provides a means of reuse of program code, or is it provides a means of reducing the size of a program, or it provides a means of testing individuals parts of the program? And the time is up. 10 of you have given the correct answer, and the right answer is it provides means of reducing the size of the program is not a benefit of modules in Express. Let's go on to the scoreboard. And in the leaderboard, top 3 names are, bug up, guys. You can still win, few more questions are left. And on the top three are same flop artist, hey bro and Guinea. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following method can append specified content to a file? The options are fs append file function, or is it fs open function, or is it fs write file function, or is it none of the above? Which of the following method can append specified content to a file? You have 10 more seconds to answer. Give the right answer. And the time is up. Most of you have given the correct answer. It is option A, the fs append file function. This method is used to append the specified content to a file. If the file does not exist, it creates the file. So let's move on to the leaderboard and see. Who have given the right answer? You can still win, guys. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is correct way to get an extension of a file? The options are fs extend name main.js. The second option is path.extend name main.js, or is it os.ext name main function, or is it none of the above? The question is, which of the following is the correct way to get an extension of a file? You have 5 more seconds to answer. And the time is up. Let's see on the scoreboard. The correct answer is path.extend name p. Returns the extension for the path from the last dot to the end string is the last position of the path. If there is no dot in the last position of the path or the first character, the dot then returns the empty string. Let's see the scoreboard again. Bug up, guys. You still have the chance to win. Let's go on to the next question again. Which of the following is true about RESTful web services? The options are web services based on REST architecture are known as RESTful web services. The second option is web services uses HTTP methods to implement the concept of REST architecture, or is it both of the above, or is it none of the above? The question is, which of the following is true about RESTful web services? You have 3 more seconds to answer, guys. Bug up. And the time is up. 14 people have given the correct answer. It's both of the above. Web services based on REST architecture are known as RESTful web services. These web services uses HTTP methods to implement the concept of REST architecture. Let's move on to the leaderboard again and see the positioning again. I hope I will get to see new names on the top 3. The same names. Okay guys, I think you guys are very good in web development. Let's move on to the next question. How can you install the Node body-parser module? This video is on our channel also, guys. The options are npm install body parser, node install body parser, or is it node.js install body parser, or is it none of the above? I repeat the question. How can we install the node body parser module? You have 10 more seconds to answer. And the time is up. The right answer is npm install body parser. We use the name install module name, command the install node modules. Here the required module is body parser. I have also explained this video on our YouTube channel. You can check out the video. Let's move on to the leaderboard again and see the positioning. Yes guys, okay, let's move on to the last question for this. The command to install nodemon in nodejs is it npm install -g nodemon, or is it node install g nodemon, or is it npm nodemon, or is it nodemon? The G stands for global, guys. You have 8 more seconds to answer. The command to install nodemon in nodejs is 22 of you have given the correct answer. Let's see, is there any differences in the leaderboard? And the winner is Flop Artist. And you, okay. So with that, I believe we have reached the end of our quiz. I hope you enjoyed this quiz. Thank you guys.